Welcome to Signal Post Daily, your human-curated AI-delivered tech and AI news briefing, episode 21 for Friday, November 14th, 2025.
John, we made it to Friday. I'm already feeling the weekend vibes. What have we got cooking today?
Jess, this is a good one. We're kicking off with space rockets and actually some really impressive engineering wins from Blue Origin.
Blue Origin? So we're talking Bezos competing with Musk again?
Exactly. Their New Glenn rocket just launched successfully, and here's the headline. They landed the booster for the first time. According to the reports, the 98-meter rocket launched from Cape Canaveral, carrying NASA's Escapade mission in a Viasat satellite terminal, before returning safely to a barge in the Atlantic Ocean.
Wait, hold on. Landing a booster? SpaceX has already completed over 500 booster landings. Why is this a big deal?
Fair point, but here's the thing. This marks a major achievement for Blue Origin in reusable rocket technology. New Glenn's payload capacity of 45 tons demonstrates they're a real competitor. The launch represents a key step in securing multi-billion-dollar contracts with Amazon and the U.S. government.
Okay, so the rocket itself is proving Blue Origin's viability for major contracts?
Exactly. And they also successfully deployed NASA's Escapade mission, 2 satellites destined for Mars. The launch shows Blue Origin's growing capability, and now experts see this successful landing as a sign that the company may accelerate its launch cadence and strengthen its position in the global space market.
So they're launching for NASA now? That's interesting from a commercial perspective.
Right, including NASA's Artemis moon mission and Amazon's LEO satellite program. These aren't small contracts.
Breaking it down, what's Escapade actually doing for Mars?
It's studying Mars' magnetosphere. The satellites will measure how solar wind interacts with Mars' atmosphere, foundational science for understanding the planet.
I mean, assuming they keep landing boosters and launching payloads reliably, this could really shift the launch market. That's what I'm taking away.
Exactly. Competition drives innovation and cost reduction. We're seeing that play out in real time. All right, let's shift gears to something completely different.
What's next?
OpenAI just released GPT 5.1. The big selling points are that it's smarter, faster, and they're splitting it into 2 models now, GPT 5.1 Instant for speed and GPT 5.1 Thinking for complex tasks.
Wait, they're making 2 versions? Is that just marketing speak for they added more filler words to make it sound friendlier?
I mean, there's definitely an element of that, but the models actually do different things. According to the update, GPT 5.1 Instant is designed for quick, natural responses, while Thinking excels at handling intricate or technical challenges with advanced reasoning.
But here's what bugs me. Did they actually lower API prices? Because that's where the real value would be for developers using this thing.
That's a fair question. The announcements focus more on customization features. Users can now select from presets like professional, friendly, or quirky to align the AI's communication style with their preferences.
So they made it friendlier but didn't make it cheaper. And they added personality sliders? That feels more like a retention strategy than a competitive move.
You're not wrong. The industry analysis suggests these are incremental advancements rather than new innovations. Some users actually perceive this as OpenAI playing it safe, while competitors like Google's Gemini 3.0 are looming on the horizon.
Okay, so this is more refinement than revolution?
Exactly. The model's emphasis on usability and personalization shows OpenAI's commitment to improving user experience, but pricing and long-term memory, features people hoped for, those didn't make the cut.
Got it. Moving on.
Apple just launched something that could actually change how you travel. Digital ID and wallet. You can now store a digital version of your ID on your iPhone and use it at TSA checkpoints.
Hold on. So I can leave my passport at home now?
Not exactly. Apple says your digital ID can be presented at TSA checkpoints for identity verification purposes prior to boarding domestic flights, and at select businesses and organizations to verify your age or identity in person, apps, and online.
Okay, so it's US TSA only right now. That makes sense. But how does it actually work? Like, how do they verify it?
You create the digital ID using your passport information, and it's stored securely on your phone. When you go through TSA, you can present it on your iPhone instead of your physical ID.
Wait, but doesn't that create a security problem? I mean, what if someone steals my phone?
That's the thing. Apple's using biometric authentication. You have to authenticate with Face ID or Touch ID to even show the ID. It's not like you can just hand someone your phone and they see it.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart. So the security is actually better than a physical ID in your wallet?
In some ways, yeah. Your phone is locked to you biometrically. A wallet can be stolen. Apple says acceptance is rolling out for TSA checkpoints at more than 250 U.S. airports, with more in the works.
250 airports, though. That's pretty much everywhere, right?
That's the vast majority. Apple has been trying to get digital driver's licenses working through state partnerships for years, but that's been slow going. This is them saying, forget waiting for states. We're doing this our way with passports.
So it's an end run around the bureaucracy?
Exactly. And it works because TSA and other businesses can accept a digital ID format that Apple controls. That's solid coverage. But I'm still keeping my passport, though. Phone could die, get lost, whatever.
For sure. You're going to want both. But I like having the option. This feels like a genuine quality of life improvement for domestic travel without compromising security. Story 4?
Google's upgrading NotebookLM with a new feature called Deep Research. It's designed to automate and simplify complex online research.
Okay, so NotebookLM already summarizes and breaks down source material pretty well. What's actually new with deep research?
Good question. Google is basically splitting their research features into two modes now. There's fast research. That's best for quick searches, rapidly scans for information. But deep research is the new one. It performs an in-depth analysis to find high-quality sources.
So what's the actual difference? Is one just slower than the other?
Not exactly. Deep research runs in the background so you can continue your work while it's happening. And here's the key part. It doesn't just find sources. It creates a detailed report and recommends relevant articles, papers, or websites.
Oh, so it's generating a whole briefing document, not just a list?
Right. You can add both the generated report and the sources it actually used right into your notebook. Google says this lets you assemble a rich knowledge base on any topic without leaving your workflow.
That's actually useful. So NotebookLM moved from a summarization tool to something that builds research foundations for you?
Exactly. It's helping researchers and students streamline their research workflows by doing the legwork to find quality sources and synthesize them. That's a real upgrade.
All right, final story. Let's end on something fun.
Epic Games Store is doing a free game giveaway today and this weekend. 3 titles available: 0 Hour, which is a tactical first-person shooter; Songs of Silence, a fantasy strategy game; and Scourgebringer, which is a high-speed roguelike.
Wait, those are 3 different genres. That's actually smart. Gives everyone something different to try.
Right? The combined value is over $50. 0 Hour and Songs of Silence are pretty well reviewed. But here's what's interesting from Epic's perspective. They're offering this wide range of games to attract different types of players to their platform.
So this is part of their strategy to build user base against Steam?
Exactly. These giveaways are how Epic competes for engagement. They're not making money on the games themselves. They're building loyalty and getting people comfortable with the Epic ecosystem.
It's interesting because this is literally the business model. Free games as a loss leader, right? Get users in the door, hope they spend money on other stuff.
Bingo. And it's working. Epic's been aggressive with these giveaways for years now. They understand that in a platform war against Steam, user engagement is currency. If you want tactical combat, 0 Hour is your pick. Strategy lover? Songs of Silence has roguelite deck building. It's replayable with multiple build paths and different characters.
So each game has real replay value?
Yeah, that's the thing Epic looks for in these giveaways. They want games that'll keep people engaged on the platform, not just grab and abandon titles.
What about Scourgebringer?
High-speed roguelike action. If you want something to stress test your reflexes on a Friday night, that's the one. All 3 are worth checking out.
And hey, we do a Saturday gaming podcast. Join us tomorrow for news and updates on the gaming industry.
That's right. We dive deep into gaming news every Saturday. For tonight, though, grab these 3 games while they're free and have fun with them.
All right, everyone. That's the week in tech and AI. If you want to dig deeper into any of these stories or you've got feedback on what we covered, send your comments and questions to feedback@signalpostdaily.com.
We read every message that comes in, and I mean that. Your feedback helps us understand what matters to you and what we should be covering more of. Keep those thoughts coming.
Thanks for hanging with us through another week. It's been a solid Friday of tech news. Rockets landing, AI getting friendlier, your phone becoming your ID, and free games to kick off the weekend.
That's Signal Post Daily for Friday. Thank you, friends, for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow for gaming news and next week for more tech news, analysis, and the occasional healthy dose of skepticism.
Bye-bye.